Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission today, to really cut through the noise surrounding modern purchase order software, PO software.
Yeah.
We're moving past just basic data entry here. We want to focus on the capabilities that give you real-time, actual control over your supply chain.
Exactly. And for the procurement leaders listening, you should know these integrated PO capabilities, they're direct levers. Think about it. From the initial rec right through to the final payment, they help minimize those painful manual error rates. They definitely lower operational costs. And, maybe most importantly, they free up your team. Let them focus on strategic goals, value creation, instead of just transactional cleanup.
Okay, so let's start where clean data really begins in the P2P cycle, which has to be cataloged and punch-out, right? This seems like the key for getting spend compliance right from the very start at the requisition phase. We're talking hosted SKUs, maybe internal catalogs, or linking straight to a supplier's live storefront using punch-out.
Yeah, exactly. It bypasses that whole free text ordering problem. And what's really interesting here, it's not just about making the shopping experience easier for requesters, although it does that too. It's fundamentally about control. It forces on-contract buying, which means you basically eliminate what we sometimes call maverick spend.
Ah, okay. So the system makes sure orders stick to the negotiated rates, like through contract mapping.
Right, immediately. The outcome for, say, a category manager is much cleaner master data, and you see consistently higher spend under strategic management. Requesters get the speed they want, but procurement keeps control. It's a win-win, sort of.
Okay, that makes sense for starting clean, but even with a perfect order, things can change. So that brings us to PO revision. How does modern software handle changes? Modifying quantities, prices, maybe dates, while keeping everything solid.
Yeah, good question. This is where structured version control becomes so important. It directly impacts your audit trails and, frankly, your risk management. Every single change gets tracked, time-stamped, with a mandatory justification. This is absolutely essential for auditability. And it really cuts down on supplier disputes because, well, everyone can see the documented history.
So no more digging through email chains to figure out who agreed to what.
Exactly. And we're not talking about reviewing clumsy spreadsheets. Modern systems often show side-by-side field differences. So a reviewer sees only what changed, maybe takes them 4 minutes, not 4 hours waiting through the whole PO again.
Right, and that relies on those policy-aware approvals you mentioned. Little edits get a fast pass, big ones trigger a full review.
Precisely. Like maybe an edit under a certain value threshold, say $500, just sails through if it meets policy. But a major change, maybe a 30% quantity increase, that automatically re-enters the full approval workflow. That conditional logic is absolutely crucial for risk control.
Okay, so we've placed the order, maybe revised it correctly. Next step is goods arriving. That leads us to upload receipt of goods, or GRN, to the PO.
Yep, the goods receipt note.
And this enforces that really basic principle. If you haven't received it, you shouldn't be paying for it. The GRN is the proof. But what makes the modern GRN feature more powerful than just ticking a box?
Well, the GRN becomes the undisputed ground truth for that transaction. It has to be reliable for that ultimate three-way match we'll talk about. Modern systems let you receive at the line level. So not just, yep, the order arrived. You can capture evidence, maybe notes about the condition, or even attach photos of the delivered items, packing slips, directly to the relevant PO line item.
Attaching photos.
Yeah.
That seems useful for disputes.
Hugely. This kind of evidence-driven receiving gives you much better inventory accuracy. It also means the system can automatically put accounts payable holds on invoices that arrive before the goods are confirmed as received. And yeah, it absolutely speeds up resolving any discrepancies or disputes later on.
Okay, that evidence piece is vital because now we hit the payment stage. Upload invoice to PO. This sounds like where the integration really pays off for automatic payment clearance.
Absolutely. This is where the automation often hits hardest, and you see really quantifiable financial benefits. We're talking automated two-way or three-way matching. It links the PO, the GRN we just discussed, and the invoice file itself. And that file could be anything, a PDF, an EDI document, XML. The system handles it.
And it matches automatically. What about small differences?
Good point. The system uses tolerance bands, so small variances within acceptable limits, they just get auto-cleared. Less manual intervention needed from AP.
Which means faster clearance overall.
Yeah.
And that helps capture early pay discounts, right?
Yep.
Go straight to the bottom line.
Definitely. Those discounts add up. But there's another big win here, too. Think about all those supplier emails. Where's my payment? Has my invoice been approved?
Oh, yeah. The constant chasing drains AP resources.
Exactly. A great side benefit here is giving suppliers direct real-time visibility. They can log in and see the status of their invoice against the PO and the GRN. That transparency, it dramatically cuts down on those inquiry calls and emails. We've seen it free up AP teams by like 60% in some cases. Lets them focus on actual exceptions, not just providing status updates.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? It seems like these integrated features, catalog control, version tracking, evidence-based receiving, automated matching, they really do elevate procurement. It moves from being just a transactional function to something much more seamless, more strategic, an operation that drives measurable results, measurable ROI.
That's the key takeaway. When you're evaluating tools, you really must benchmark them against these needs. Ask, does it have configurable PO workflows, conditional approvals based on policy? And crucially, does it offer a robust centralized document repository attached right to the PO header and lines invoices, GRNs, photos, packing slips, the works? The centralization, it isn't just nice to have anymore. It's actually the foundation for future AI-driven auditing and compliance.
Interesting point about AI readiness.
Yeah. So the final thought, maybe a provocative one for you to consider, is this. How does ensuring you have that complete digital audit trail today, from the initial requisition right through to the final invoice payment, how does that prepare your procurement function for, say, fully automated compliance and governance checks tomorrow? What's the key process change you could make now to really slash those error rates?